My friends hadn't explained anything to me about how the bars worked or the bar fine system, and I couldn't really ask them at this point as they were both in full party mood with new friends of their own. I asked her, "What time do you finish work?" She said, "I work very late, but I can leave the bar early if you pay for my bar fine." I asked her how it worked and how much it was. She explained it was 5,000 baht, which would cover her salary and compensate the bar for losing her for the rest of the evening. Quickly working out the exchange rate in my head, I worked out that it was peanuts really, and I was on holiday for a good time. So that was that. I paid the 5,000 baht to go off and play some pool, which I was looking forward to. I got a chance and we left the go-go bar together. A and myself had a brilliant evening playing pool and getting smashed on shooters. We eventually end up in my hotel together, but I was too drunk for any aerobics, but made up for it in the morning. I fell asleep again, and as I looked at her laying there, I once again thought to myself, she is absolutely stunning. She is also a nice girl. I'd enjoyed her company last night. I thought to myself, if she wants to hang around a while longer and go for some food with me, I wouldn't have a problem with that, and I hoped she wasn't in a hurry to run off someplace else. I was coming out the shower when I heard a yawn. "Good morning, Tilak. Are you okay?" "I'm fine. A little tender from all the shots, but I'm okay," I said, laughing. "I can't remember getting back home," I said. "A says, I bring you back 'cause you mow too much." I replied, "What's mow?" "Drunk," she replied. I just laughed. I then said, "Do you want to do something with me today?" She replied, "A can do whatever you want to, like Tilak, but first you have to pay me 10,000 baht." I was very confused. 10,000 baht for what? You told me 5,000 baht and I paid it to you last night. A then said, "That wasn't for me, that was for the bar. You have to pay me 10,000 baht for taking care of you last night." By this point, she had raised her voice and it was getting agitated. I tried to reason with her, but she just wouldn't have it. I gave her another 2,000 baht and said, "Look, that's 7,000 baht I've given you in total. That should be enough." She then screams at me, "No, you have to give me 10,000 baht or I call my brother, he Thai Mafia." Wow, I thought, what have I gotten myself into here? I shoved the 2,000 baht into A's hand and said, "That's all you're getting, call who you want." When at that point, there was a knock at the door. It was my friend, Gary. Gary said, "Come on, hurry up. We have a taxi booked for Pattaya. It will be here in 10 minutes. I thought you'd be up and dressed already. I said, "No worries. Give me a minute. I'll be right there." A wasn't done yet. She started picking up the hotel brochures and throwing them around the room and was shouting at me, "You no go now. I call my brother. You have to pay." By this point, I was getting stressed out and just wanted to leave. I just paid her the rest of what she wanted and asked for. The only thing I was thinking was how much I had given her in my own money and did I have enough left for the rest of my holiday. As soon as she had the cash off me, she changed back to how she was the night before. The next thing to come out of her mouth was totally unbelievable. She said, "I don't want to go. I want to stay here with you and take care of you." I said, "No, I'm sorry, that's not possible. I'm leaving for Pattaya in 10 minutes with my two friends." Then she says, "Okay, I come Pattaya with you. Take care you 10 days. "No," I said, "I'm not paying you again. I don't have much money left. Only have money for holiday." She said, "It's okay, Tilak. Two people can sleep together, one room. You buy me food, we okay, no problem." Thinking about this offer and thinking maybe I can get to know her better, I agreed she could join us. To cut a long story short, we actually had a fantastic time in Pattaya together, seeing the sights, partying every night and getting drunk together. It was great fun, but now it was time to go home. I was sad. I had fallen for A and she with me, apparently. I later learned A was from Nakhon Sakon and had a son that her mother took care of. She had come to Bangkok to provide for her family, an extended family, grandmother, grandfather, etc., as they were all very poor. I don't think A realised that I wasn't exactly rich either. I was working for minimum salary in a very labour-intensive job. I asked A, "Where do you want me to drop you off in Bangkok?" She replied, "I come airport with you. You my boyfriend now." My friends looked at me as if to say, "Idiot." I said to her, "Okay, that's fine. If you want to come to the airport, you can. We can have a meal before I leave." When I was back home, A was calling me every day, actually some days every hour. I was missing Thailand now, or was missing A. I booked a second trip alone on Boxing Day and sent a screenshot of the ticket to A. My holiday was for 18 days. That is the maximum time I could take off work. I sent her a message with the scan that said, I miss you and I'll be there soon. But I didn't hear back for her for over 2 days. When she did finally reply, she said, I broke my phone, but it works now. When you come here to Thailand, I told her April the 15th I will land early in the morning. A says, okay, I wait you. Can go see Koh Chang. You want? Okay, I said, not knowing where Koh Chang was. After doing a quick Google search, I found a beach resort and booked it for 2 weeks as I was going to Pattaya for a few days to catch up with a friend anyway. The day finally came when it was time to head to the airport and back to the land of smiles. As soon as I arrived in Bangkok, I jumped in a taxi and made up my way back to the same hotel. After a quick shower and a change of clothes, I headed to Nana Plaza and back to the Go-Go bar where I had met A. She was on stage dancing. As soon as she spotted me walking through the door, she jumped off the stage, ran over to me, threw her arms around me and said, hello, Tilak. Happy to see you again. I said to her, why are you working tonight? You promised you'd meet me at the airport. To which A replied, I'm sorry, Tilak. I have to work, make money tonight. I can see you tomorrow. I said, no, you're coming with me tonight. I will pay the bar. This made her smile. She said, okay, Tilak, you okay? I said, we're going to Koh Chang tomorrow, remember? Okay, she said, how many days? 14, I said. I have to go to Pattaya to see friends. Okay, she said as she's pressing buttons on her phone. Need to pay me this much, Tilak. I looked at the digits on her phone. 180,000 baht. You pay me for pay bar, then I can go to Koh Chang. No, I said, I'm not paying anything. I told you before, if I'm your boyfriend, I don't pay. I paid for the hotel already and the food. If you don't want to come with me, that's fine. I will go alone. After my outburst, Asu changed her tune. She said, no, Tilak, it's okay. You boyfriend me, you pay only 20,000 baht. Is it okay for you? Then she said, 20,000 baht for bar, not for me. Just pay for food and tip me, okay? That's more realistic for 2 weeks, I thought. So off we go. We had a fantastic trip. Felt like I was on a honeymoon every day. I was falling for A more and more, and she was for me, apparently. Before I knew it, the holiday was up and we were heading back to Bangkok. So I thought I could catch my flight and head home. You come back for me again, Tilak. You go home, save money, can marry me, take me Scotland, okay? Tilak, I know butterfly, come back for me. Of course, I said. Remember, it's okay to dance and drink, but don't go with customer. You have boyfriend now. No problem, she said. I wait for you, sure. I smiled back at A and caught my flight back to Scotland. Sad and depressed back home and missing A, I scrimped and saved and booked another trip to Thailand the following year. Then the pandemic hit. We used to talk every other day, then I lost interest. Sometimes I can't be bothered because I eventually woke up and realised that I am one of many. As the saying goes, it's not your girl, just your turn. I've realised I have been naive to think A was actually my girlfriend. Thinking about it, she must have had several guys like me coming to Thailand on holiday and thinking that she was their exclusive girlfriend. I finally told A that I knew what she was about and I didn't want to have anything more to do with her. She went absolutely crazy on the phone and told me if I come back to Thailand, she will have me done in or put in jail on some trumped up charge for a long time. Some Thai bar girls are really crazy. You have to be careful. I've now deleted her off my Facebook and other social media pages. I'm planning another trip back to Thailand when everything is back to normal. My friend said that I am crazy because if she sees me, she will try to set me up somehow. I've told them I will go straight to Pattaya, not Bangkok, but they seem to think that all the bar girls are connected and she will find out where I am. I love Thailand and I'm not going to miss out on another trip just because of A's threats. I'll play it by ear, but I've now learned my lesson and I'm a much wiser man. So let me just give you a little bit of advice about bar girls. They're very good at making threats and insinuating they know Mafia types and they can find you anywhere. It's simply not true. You know, I mean, the Thai girls talk a lot. Bar girls I'm talking about, not regular Thai Thai girls. If you go into say a go-go bar and you have some problem with a Thai girl you've taken out for the night or whatever, and she's upset because you're not going to pay, you know, you don't want to see her anymore, pay her any money, and she makes all these threats, just ignore it. It's rubbish. Just don't go into that bar again.